So this is it. This is the final day of our incredible journey. It's Monday, isn't it the 15th? That's right, of April. Behind us, 3,193.6 kilometers. Ahead, 1,070 kilometers. So very, very close to the 3/4 mark of the journey, because obviously if you times 1,070 by 3, you're going to get 3,210. Well, obviously that's not quite there yet, but within the next 7 kilometers, you're going to get a situation where it's going to be practically the point at which you have to say, okay, that's the 3/4 mark. With regard to time taken, well, 39. That's getting on for 40. So that means that 40 hours in the car being the 3/4 mark, that would make it 53 hours of drive time in total, which is more than 50 hours.
GPS signal lost.
So if I overestimated, like I said yesterday, if I overestimated the amount of kilometers, I underestimated the amount of time spent in the car. Of course, it's a bit tiring, and you can't do goal listing in a situation like this. You can do language audio course listening, which is a nice thing. I wouldn't do it, like ceaselessly. Some things you can, listen to for longer, things which are just basically about basically about radio plays in your own language, or maybe a nice historical account or something like that. You could listen to that for a bit longer, but listening to audio courses in Japanese, for instance, I wouldn't do it for more than about 20 minutes at a time, otherwise your mind's going to stray. Pimsleur has a nice lesson length, 30 minutes, but I must admit I have yet probably to listen to a whole 30 minutes of Pimsleur without my mind wandering off somewhere and then having to pick up where I left off. That's a little bit too long. I think that the ideal lesson time is rather less than Pimsleur does. And I've found a very good provider called Innovative that I'm working with at the moment, the Innovative Language Learning Japanese course, which seems to be very good. It's almost like a radio show. It's available on Audible. Those of you that are learning Japanese, give it a go. That's all I can say. It's quite good. For those car journeys where you can't gold list, etc., then it's it's a good way. And the more ways in which you do something, the more lines of attack you have on something, the more things tend to sink in. Anyway, so now it's 31988, nearly 3200 there. This over here is going to be 1064. I think really by now you could say that was over the 3/4 mark while we've been talking. So last quarter to go and very little battery to show for it. Mainly motorway like this through Germany, and then Poland, of course, and motorways all the way through Poland now. Although I do have a break in the journey planned. I've got a couple of clients to look after in Poznan. One's a short visit explaining what I can do for them in the Czech Republic. The other is simply an inspection of what's happened to their land. Okay, don't want to go into details about work though, because obviously these things are always confidential, and you mustn't be able to work out who I do things for, otherwise it would be a breach of confidentiality. But having told you that much, I don't think will help you at all to work out what exactly I'm doing and for whom, but just to give you a flavour of it, that's all. So here we go. It's where Münster turn off would be at the moment, and I'm looking forward to a nice, hopefully event-free journey, God willing.